Hey, good morning, everybody. And thank you for coming over here so early in the morning, waking up at this point in time, just to attend this talk in the morning with us. Again, thank you for the introduction. I'm Al, COO of Digital Treasure Center, in short, DTC. We are a Singapore-based crypto banking service and payments company, right? That's what we are. So let's hop right in. Today's topic with me, it's really about what winter and the spring of crypto payment I'm going to tell you in a bit. I'm not here to debate that the winter has arrived. I'm here to ask the question, what kind of winter is it going to be for you? So let's take a look at some facts, right? Since mid-May, April, we've seen the Terra Luna crash, USD issue, and central banks have been raising rates across the globe. That has caused the whole market for cryptocurrency to go into a bearish mode. And clearly, we're entering a prolonged period of muted interest, and you're clearly looking at a winter setting in. Right? Bitcoin prices are already down year to date, 59%. So nothing debatable about winter being here. And you have seen the news media pointing out all this scaremonger type of news, right? The crypto winter is here. It's going to last for a very long time. It's not like the previous winter. That kind of news has been out there, right? But really, what do you think of it is the question. Now, let me put another perspective to this for you to think about the news out there. If you think about recently when central banks raised rates, Tesla share price went down. Does it actually mean that Tesla as a company is not doing well? Does it mean that the Tesla cars you're having are blowing up? Not really. It's really just a market reaction and investor sentiment towards a company which is tech-focused and being affected by interest rate hikes. Right? That's really it. So at the end of the day, if you take away the noise, look at the fundamental, that's what we're talking about. So maybe for some of you here, pretty new to crypto, it might be your first winter, but not for me. Right? This is the third one I'm seeing, major one, right? You might debate, but this is the third major one that I'm seeing. I've been an investment banker for about 8 years, starting in 2010. And in 2015, I started mining Ethereum. That was my background before I entered into the crypto space, really, co-founding Singapore's first pure-play custody for digital asset, which is on-chain custodian, back in 2018, 2019, really to usher in institutional wealth. Going forward, I realized a lot of people made money in cryptocurrency, and then that's when we co-founded another company, which is DTC, really to help people serve their crypto wealth needs in Singapore and globally. Right? So this is really the third winter that I'm actually seeing, not the first. But the question coming back to the topic today is, what kind of winter are we talking about? I really think out of the winters I've seen, is the best time to settle down, look at what's going on, the fundamentals again, and build great products. Right? That's really what we should be doing. So let me give you some insights to what I'm seeing in terms of trends around the globe or regionally. The first thing to notice, really, there is a rise of crypto wealth, from affluent to high net worth. A recent CNBC survey study show clearly that 83% of millionaires are invested in cryptocurrency or as a part of a portfolio in cryptocurrency, and they plan to add more. Right? That's the first thing. The second thing is really, sometime in April, there was another study that said there was over 80K identified wallets with over $1 million in Bitcoin. Right? And that's fivefold what we had 2 years ago, which was 15,000. So there's a clear trend, rising crypto wealth. Now, the second thing that's more of today being in Singapore, let's talk about that. There's actually a net inflow of affluent individuals coming into Singapore. We're expecting 2,800 of them this year, just in 2022, right? And that's why Singapore is actually ranked number 3 worldwide for attracting rich and wealthy, just behind Australia and Dubai, right? And based on Henley and Partners statistics, right, the outflow from other countries mainly attributes to China, having about 10K expected this year. And these people, each of them, or the family, has about $4.8 million worth of wealth. So what we're looking at, if you do some simple math, we're looking at 2,800 times 4.8 million. That's about $14 billion worth of money that you can handle or deal with. And then if you think again, this wealthy individual, when they come overseas or go somewhere else, what do they actually need, right? Essentially, these are the primary needs in their life, right? Being able to collect their salaries, make payment, have a property, have a car, lifestyle, F&B expenses, and then they go on to do investment in business needs, and of course, at the end of the day, being able to transfer funds and make payments, right? It all sounds easy to a lot of people over here because you have banking service. But truly, if you think about you yourself as a crypto wealth, this is what people face with. They face a lack of acceptance from merchant. Right? If you want to test this, just go down anywhere in Marina Bay Sands. You'll not be able to pay crypto anywhere. The second thing you're going to face is that people think about tedious way of going through exchanges to convert into fiat money and send that to the bank. Trust me, do it a few more times in places like Singapore, regionally. The bank's going to send you a letter, which is closure of account, and then they're going to ask you to collect a check. We've seen that a lot in our friends in our circle. And trust me, this happens a lot. So it's really a bad experience for crypto wealth in this region. The last one is clearly based on the first 2 points, nobody's providing you any customized service, right? Any money management service at all. So these are the gaps in the market. And prior to this, I've shown you some trends, rising crypto wealth, affluent coming into Singapore and the region. So you clearly have seen the trend, the gap, and you see the opportunities. Now, if you do, then perhaps there's something we can work on together, because this essentially is what DTC as a company provides for affluent wealth and individuals. On the right-hand side, clearly is our client for an affluent individual client. We provide them the wallet service to be able to top them up using cryptocurrency, convert that with the ease into fiat money, which they can use to pay their bills, which they can use it to make investment, transfer to other people, or simply work with our merchants and pay for goods and services. Now, on the flip side, on the left-hand side, we've got our merchant that has signed up with us. They are able, both online and in-store, to accept crypto payment. On top of that, we provide them traditional payment routes, for example, card acceptance, QR code, so they can accept in any forms they want. But at the end of the day, we just settle Sing dollar or US dollar or other fiat currency to them. So with that money, again, they can easily make payment to their suppliers, pay salary, and transfer funds. So let me take a pause here. And if you are in this room as a crypto company, one of the needs that we actually solve for you is actually the ability to pay salary if you are collecting cryptocurrency as a form of revenue. So we help you with the salary payment. We can do that. If you're some form of merchant, take for example, you're an NFT platform or GameFi platform, right? What you need is actually ability to ramp on for your users from credit card, debit card, into cryptocurrency. We provide that solution for you as well. Now, if you're just an affluent individual, that's even more simple, right? You can work with us, onboard with us, open an account, and straight away we'll be able to help you facilitate a crypto to fiat conversion and be able to pay at our merchants. Of course, we'll share the list of the merchants with you once you're onboarded. So those are the key things that we can actually work on together. And this gives you a snapshot of what are the functions that we actually provide to both individuals and merchants working with us, right? So they'll get access to actually virtual account, to hold fiat, cryptocurrency. Effectively, we'll also issue card. You could deposit your funds, cryptocurrency as well, make the conversion to fiat money, perform a withdrawal to your own bank account, or even send funds to third party. Beautiful, right? Simple and easy. If you look at the first 4 things, if you think about it really, do you need a bank account in Singapore? Honestly, you might not have to, because we cover all of that, and all you need to do from deposit to withdrawal and sending funds. The other things that we actually provide to the merchants, if you look down the list, is actually the ability to collect cryptocurrency or payments using card and QR code. That we provide. Last but not least, API connectivity for quick ability to scale up. So we provide all of that for the merchant as well. Now, talking about solution, is actually highly compliant and secure. We are regulated by MAS, again, as a major payments institution in Singapore. Our platform has high availability. Now, the fiat money that clients deposit with us, work with us for transfer, are secured by a safeguarding institution. And the crypto asset you have with us within our wallet is actually protected by a HSM Level 3 mechanism. So that's really safe. So all this makes our solution highly compliant, highly secure, and very convenient for you as well. So why not sign up an account and try it out? And why we're so focused on payment is that we really see the macro trend here. Right? It's that digital payments globally, it's growing at a very rapid pace. We're looking at about $8 trillion worth of volume right now. And by 2026, we're talking about close to $14 trillion of global volume. So a part of that is going to be attributed to cryptocurrency, digital currency, and digital payment, for sure. Right? If we take a step back and look at just Singapore and narrow it down, we're looking at least a 2-fold increase to close to $40 million worth of transaction. And I bet they have not accounted for the $14 billion worth of high net worth money we're talking about. So it's a huge market, big opportunity. So coming back to my topic, it's about the winter. What kind of winter do you want to make this? You've seen a golden window opportunity to capture those wealth. Are you going to do something about it? So we, DTC, is very well poised to handle this type of situation, affluent client, the merchants looking for crypto payment. We're fully licensed in Singapore for 6 sub-activities under the PSA, Payment Service Act. And we're seeing traction. Versus last year, we've already seen 4 times more the number of affluent individuals onboarded with us as a platform. We've seen 10 times the increase in transaction versus last year. So again, we've seen the trend, we've seen the gaps in the market, the opportunity, and I'm showing you traction. Traction that people are really using this service, they have a need for it. So again, if you're thinking along the same line, you're working on a certain product, projects, DeFi platform, and all that, you need ways to collaborate, come talk to us, right? At DTC, we should be able to find you some solutions. Now, I just want to sum it up at this point in time by using a chart from, I'm quoting from Crypto.com and FIS recent payments report, which is very interesting. Look at this. This is about the enthusiasm for crypto payment. Now, green color is for merchant, and blue color is for customers or consumers. If you really look at luxury good and retail, they're very interesting. The merchants are more than willing to provide crypto payment. But if you look at the consumers, they're kind of like lukewarm, 40+%. They're not too sure. But what's interesting is that if you look at number 1 up there, which is travel, in the travel segment, the consumers are raging. They say, we want to pay cryptocurrency. But the merchants are like, oh, maybe not yet. We're big. We don't really care right now. Maybe that's the attitude. But that's important because, again, we identify the gaps in the market. You look at potential opportunities for you to grab, to work with us. If you're in the airline industry, carbon industry, maybe there's something we can do. Right now, across, you're seeing gaming, digital, hospitality, hotels, and all that, financial services. There are gaps. There are gaps for us to fulfill. So we can work on that, and that is what DTC is all about. So with that, really, let's make good use of this winter. I think it's a golden opportunity for us to make it a phenomenal winter, right? Not one that you sit around waiting for something to happen, sit on the sideline and see what people are doing. We can make it a phenomenal winter together, and the spring of crypto payment, I really think, has arrived. Right? With that, thank you very much. If you want to talk about collaboration, if you want to work with us, go ahead, scan my QR code, or just visit dtcpayment.com, contact us, and we should be able to do something together, whether you're an affluent individual, whether you're in the Web3 or Web2 industry. Let's work on something together and make it a phenomenal time. Thank you, everybody.